Hello and welcome. It's another Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Actually, this Facebook Live is number 28. 28 weeks since we started March 11. 28 weeks. That sounds like a long time. 6 months, more than 6 months. I hope everybody is doing fine. Staying safe, staying healthy, wearing the mask, still wearing the mask, and maybe checking the numbers. Unfortunately, the numbers are not really good around the world. So again, stay safe. But I'm happy to have everybody on this Facebook Live. We can have some 15-20 minutes of uplifting talks, thoughts, maybe some laughter, some of my experiences, and just 20 minutes of there is no problem at the moment. Why not? Look around you. What's happening? What brings joy to you? What's happening in your world? Let's see that the volume is up here. What brings joy into your world? It might be a nice book to read. It might be a movie to watch. It might just be something, I call it stupid. Yes, sometimes when I work, I need a break. So I'm on Facebook, I look what other people are doing. Nothing wrong with that. Who says we cannot spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes laughing, uplifting thoughts that invigorates you to produce something better? So today I was thinking, let's talk about how to create the mojo. And this sounds like a cool buzzword. What is mojo? To me, it feels like it's something moving, something exciting, something uplifting, something you can invite to happen, right? So when you, let's say, when you used to go to a party, it was fun and you felt like this was just the best party. You met interesting people or you met some good old friends. This is when the mojo was happening. Or you were traveling to a beautiful place. You were in flow, you were happy. So how can we create that or recreate that? It is possible. So when I have a day that I'm like, oh, I'm dreading it, maybe it's Monday morning. Actually, Monday morning is a good day for me. I'm planning the whole week, so I know what to do. So that's my Monday morning routine. Usually as a coach or consultant, there's not much happening Monday morning. So I use that time for me to create the right mojo for the week. So I'm planning, I'm organizing, I'm scheduling and double checking if all the schedules or all the appointments that I have for this week are in order, no double booking. So yes, everything has to be in order for the whole week. And it is the 5 P's. So proper planning prevents poor performance. Again, 5 P's, right? Proper planning prevents poor performance. It's all about proper planning. And how can we do a proper planning? It's setting up a good routine. And this week, it feels like it's the podcast week. So I call it, it's actually a pod feast that's happening. So Monday and Tuesday, I was talking to Dan Strader, who has a cool organization, a non-profit organization for his brother, Run for Rob. Check it out. I will put it in the notes after we finish here. Run for Rob is a non-for-profit organization helping his brother who is mentally challenged in New Orleans. You can run, you can help him, you can donate your miles. Even if you run a few miles, run for somebody else. That can be your mojo. Support him, check out what he has to offer. And not enough. Giving back, donating. He donated part of his liver. He donated part of his liver to a child who needed it. So how inspiring is that? And not enough. After 111 days of the surgery, he did a half Ironman. maybe that's not what we aspire to do. So you donate the liver or part of your liver, and then you want to recuperate. But as he said, if you're a healthy being, the liver is also growing again, and you can go back to where you were before as a healthy human being. Certainly a true inspiration. And today and tomorrow we have Andrew Stack, the Emmy Award winner, who produced videos in the war zone. People are asking me, where do you meet those interesting people? I don't know. I have a collection of interesting people, and it's about networking. And I think last week I spoke about networking being work. Yes, it has the word work in it. So even if you think like networking is just schmoozing and talking to people and it's all blah, 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 I think if you do a good job networking in your circles, but also beyond your circles. Herminia Ibarra, the professor at INSEAD and the London Business School, says you need to network outside of your circles. So if I, for example, I only network within my circle of coaches, then I only meet coaches. And do I get business from coaches? Not necessarily. So you need to reach out. If you need clients, if you're interested in one of the, let's say, media, architecture, art, or business, you need to network in those areas. Because if you stay in your own garden, you don't see beyond it. Does it make sense? It's important to network, to grow your network, and grow your network in the interests that you have. So I'm working many times with people in social media, advertising. I love that audience. These are interesting people, crazy people, busy people. And what do I bring to them? I'll show them a little bit of the soft skills. I show them a little bit how to create that mojo and how they can maybe plan their day better, because it's always crazy. So when it's always crazy, what do you need? You need structure, you need planning, you need a routine in your day. Even if you think every time is different, yes, and it is different, create a routine, create a checklist. So when you are doing a triathlon, I have a checklist. Well, if you don't have a checklist, some people might forget their shoes. Yes, and I heard that on the loudspeaker early in the morning before the New York City triathlon, 6 o'clock in the morning, they say, anybody has a running shoe 8.5 size? Somebody left their shoes at home. So why do we have a checklist? You go to the checklist, you need whatever you need for the swimming, the goggles, the hat, the whatever. And then for the bike, what do you need? The shoes, the socks. What if you miss the socks? One of the competitions, I knew I packed 2 of the gray socks for the biking. I could not find the second gray sock. So what did I do? I had to be very creative, and I took one of my running socks. So I was biking in a gray sock and in a white sock. Did it really matter? No, it didn't really matter, but it gives a good story. So whatever you do is plan well, create a routine, and make it happen. Create that mojo, invite the mojo. And if you feel down and you're like, I don't want to do anything today, just take a small step. And it can be as little as have a nice tea, call up somebody, watch a video, watch a movie that you like, read a book, go for a walk if you can, and just invite that mojo. Or look at pictures when you had a good time. What was it? Who was with you? Invite that mojo. I think this is important to be creative, to be effective, to be productive. And my mojo certainly is my podcast that I have started, and maybe I can give away my secret now. By October 15, will have 100 episodes. And October 15 is a magical date because in 2019, that's when I shipped my first episode. If all goes well, I will have on October 15 my 100th episode with the Glamour Girls. We'll have the interview on October 1st, then we produce it and you can listen to it. I'm very excited to have the young team who's producing cards for a bigger audience. Make sure you're listening. So this is my mojo. How do I create it? I'm listening to other people. I'm following other people. It's so easy today on Instagram, on Facebook. And then I reach out to them. I also have a podcasting friend who is sending me interesting people. She says, hey, check out those people. And I did. I think last week I said I spoke to a person from Finland who is now living in French Polynesia. When do I ever meet those people? I don't know. Again, it's about networking. And what I feel like this person is doing the PR, the public relation for me, and says, this is a person for you, interview them. Why not? Send them my way. Why not? Always interesting to meet new, interesting, and maybe some crazy people who have rich lives. So check it out. So 100 episodes will come out October 15. I keep writing my blog. That's another mojo that I've been creating. How can you create your mojo? Might be something. And hopefully in December, my book will come out. So a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of exciting stuff is happening for me. Meanwhile, there's some craziness in the world. But what I mean by that is create your mojo, create a routine, a habit, a good behavior for you, and then everything will go much easier. Even though we have to wear the mask, we have to be careful, but if you feel good, touch your heart with your left hand for a while, good stuff is coming your way. That's what you want to create. We don't want to go crazy, and we all know we have days that are easier than others. But if you stay sane and happy, it can be with a piece of chocolate or a coffee or a tea. That's what you want to create. It doesn't need much. We don't need to have $1 million. It doesn't need much. So create your routine, get up in the morning, make your bed, take a shower, brush your teeth. Or who says you cannot take a second shower during the day? I was listening to some writers early this year when we were able to meet, and the one writer said, yeah, sometimes when I need an inspiration, I take a shower. And what is it, that shower? When you are under the shower, you don't really have to think. And that's when the innovation and the great ideas are coming your way. So invite those ideas. Take a shower, brush your teeth, do the dishes. Do something mundane. And I mentioned before, do something mundane doesn't mean that it is mundane. Yes, we have to clean our apartments, and that might not be, at least for me, not the most invigorating task, but why not? Do that, and while you are cleaning, you can think about something more creative, more interesting, more inviting. So I want to let you go today with a short version of the Facebook Live, because get your mojo. Do something for yourself. So again, Take It From the Iron Woman is a book, ebook or paperback book. You can get it on Amazon. It comes to your doorsteps, so you can read it. This is more my story, how I became an Iron Woman. Then the podcast, we have them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. For the Swiss people, we even have a Swiss-German episode with Milena Moser coming up. If you listen to it, it's all about love, food that creates happiness. And Friday is the blog. And 100 episodes, one book, 500 500 blogs. So a lot of numbers this year that I'm really proud of. It's a lot of work, but exciting work. So I hope to see you next week. Wednesday, 1 o'clock is always a good time to just stop a little bit and to create your mojo. What is your mojo? Leave it in the comments or reach out to me and we can do some coaching, polish up your LinkedIn, polish up your branding. I spoke about branding this morning with my mentee. It's a lot of work, but exciting work. All right, so everybody have a great Wednesday, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week. Be safe, be happy, be sane, create your mojo. Bye-bye. Thank you.